This is my unboxing video of the Catch Surf Heritage Edition 8.6 Noserider. This board, I've been riding a Wavestorm for a while, and I really like the Wavestorm. And I looked at this board and thought, oh, this would be kind of an interesting upgrade to the Wavestorm. The Wavestorm is a thruster. This one's a single fin. The construction is slightly different, I think. The Wavestorm I ride without wax. This one recommends putting wax. All right, there we go. So here it is, Heritage Series 8.6 Noserider. Now I'm not sure if this is, like a real Noserider, like what a longboarder would have. I think this is more of a soft top rider's edition of what a Noserider is. So we have some information on the board. Actually, this is just the receipt. So 8.6 Noserider, black top, turquoise bottom, and a single fin. It also gives a rundown of kind of other models they have available. So let's have a look at this fin, because this is the thing that's different from the Wavestorm, is that this is a single fin, and it has a Real Longboard Fin Box. So theoretically, I could swap out any fin I want for this, whereas the Wavestorm just has the Wavestorm specific fin plugs. You can get a single fin for your Wavestorm. I've surfed them with that. Can't really tell that much difference, but I'm not a super advanced surfer, so I'm sure someone with a little more nuanced surfing knowledge would be able to tell the difference. This one comes with a single fin. Sometimes these, the fins they come with aren't always the best. So I'll have a look at this one and just kind of see what I think of it. Actually, this one's actually pretty nice. It's a honeycomb design. It's a fiberglass, Catch Surf branded, but it looks kind of like, a lot like my, like a Channel Islands fin, kind of the same construction with the honeycomb and the very rigid fin. So this fin actually looks pretty darn good, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then it's got the piece to attach the fin into the fin box. And I'm not like a proper longboarder Noserider guy, but I like to ride soft tops. And this was kind of, when I saw this, I thought, oh, that would be a great upgrade to my Wavestorm. And I really like my Wavestorm. And the Wavestorm, it does well for what it is, right? It surfs well in kind of small, junky, sloppy surf. Pull the plastic off this thing. I guess this is just a sticker. They put a couple stickers in there. Catch Surf does a pretty good job of branding. I like their sponsorships. Obviously they sponsor Jamie O'Brien. They sponsor Tina Cohen. They sponsor Kalani Robb, Blair Conklin. Actually, I don't know if they sponsor Tina Cohen or if she just rides their board because Jamie has them. But like surfers, they sponsor surfers that make surfing look fun. They're all competitive people, but at the same time, they take surfing kind of with a grain of salt. It's something people do for enjoyment and exercise. It's not necessarily, something the majority of people are doing to compete. Like myself, I just want to go out on the weekends and kind of catch a couple waves, and I ride a spot I live in San Francisco here, and I ride a spot that's, just south of here, and it's a lot of junky little beach break waves. Once in a while it gets okay, but it's never good. It's always kind of mediocre. But like I said, it's fun to go out on a soft top like this and kind of catch a few waves. I've been having fun on my wave storm. Let me get rid of this box and kind of just get this thing on the table by itself. So the top, like I said, they recommend using wax. It has a texture on it. It almost seems like enough to where you could ride it without wax, which is kind of nice because then you don't have to worry about wax. If you leave it in your car and it's a hot day, you don't have to worry about the wax melting off the board. That's always been a selling point of the soft tops for me is being able to put them in a car, and if I'm at work and the car's in the parking lot, I can kind of leave it there, and I don't have to worry about having all the wax melt by the time I get out, to go for a evening surf. The nose is actually considerably more foiled than I guess foiled is the right word. It's more shaped than the Wave Storm. The Wave Storm nose is kind of blocky all the way to the end, whereas this one seems to be pulled in, not pulled in, but there's some contour to the rail. And this rail actually has like kind of a nice edge to it, right? It's a little rounder. It looks like it'll hold in a little better. Tail's considerably wider. It's kind of a wider, maybe a little bit flatter board. I like the tail. It's got like a nice block, like a square squash tail on it. Very squared off, very wide. This is an 8.6 and my Wave Storm's an 8.0, and I'm not sure that this thing has that much more volume than the Wave Storm. It's definitely wider, but it doesn't seem to be have the girth of the Wave Storm. So from a volume standpoint, I'll have to look that up and see if it's actually more, less, or the same. I'll go grab my Wave Storm and we can put it on top of this board. And the Wave Storm, of course, is a thruster, whereas the Catch Surf is a single fin. So Wave Storm tail's more pulled in. Through the middle, it's about the same width at its widest point, probably. And then the Catch Surf is longer and definitely more shaped. It has a little less volume than the Wave Storm. So it'll be interesting to ride. I'll be curious to see what the difference is in the way it rides, because like I said, it may be about the same volume, but the volume distribution is different. And that can obviously affect the way a board rides. And so I realized comparing the Heritage 8.6 to the Wave Storm, it's not really an apples to apples comparison. I mean, the Heritage 6 it's a much more refined board. But it's kind of what I have. I have a Wave Storm. It's the less expensive option. And then I got a Heritage 6. And so my comparison is less apples to apples and more just kind of looking at what the refinements are and what you get for that extra price that the Heritage 6 costs. And like I said, I realize they're kind of a different category of boards, although they are the same category in that they're both soft tops. So looking at the outline of this board, you can see it has a wider tail and then like kind of a bigger, rounder nose. I like the graphics on the bottom. This board is 80 liters. The Wave Storm is 81 liters. So the Wave Storm at 6 inches shorter is actually has more volume. The volume on this board seems to be distributed better though, whereas the Wavestorm's just a big chunky block of foam. This one is, they shape the nose down a little bit so it gets narrower, has a wide point in the middle, a thicker point in the middle, and then also it's thicker in the center of the board than it is on the rails. The rails are thinned down a little bit. And then if we look at the tail, it holds a straighter rail through the back, and also it's wider as a whole. So it probably has a little more float in the tail. And then again, it says it's a Noserider, so theoretically we should be able to get to the nose and have the tail stay in the wave. So another thing that's interesting about the Wavestorm versus the Heritage is the upturn of the nose. The Wavestorm kind of gets right to a little past where your chest is, maybe where your head would be, and then it actually has a pronounced kick where the nose of the board comes up significantly, whereas the Heritage has a more gradual kick. And so here's a little better view of the Heritage 8.6 fin. You can see it's quality fiberglass. I don't know if you can see the honeycomb inside there. It's a little tricky with the backlight and the camera, but I'm trying to get it to shine through. But anyway, yeah, so this looks like a very high quality fin. I really can't wait to get out and see how it performs in the water, because it looks like it's going to have a lot of drive and a lot of hold, and it should be really good. You know, I've had experiences where, you know, the fin makes such a difference in how a board performs, that, you know, just having a quality fin can change the way the board turns. It can change how fast the board gets down the line. And this does look like a very high quality fin. So my recommendation would be, if you're a beginner surfer who's just looking for a board, just get a Wavestorm. It's a fun board to ride. It's gonna get you up. It's gonna get you going down the line. And you really enjoy it, and it's a less expensive option than the Catch Surf Heritage model. Catch Surf also makes other models that are more comparable to the Wavestorm. Still a little more expensive, but they may be better quality. I haven't seen one or ridden one, so I can't really comment on that. But this board is definitely a step up from a Wavestorm. It'd be more for someone who's either intermediate to advanced surfer who wants a board that still performs, but they can take into the lineup and ride on a crowded day when and they still won't have to worry about people around them, or if someone bumps their rail or something when they're taking off on a wave. This would be a good option because, like I said, it does have a more shaped rail. It looks like it'll hold a line a little better and be something that would be more fun for a more advanced surfer who wants some more maneuverability and also to be able to stay higher on the wave as they're getting down the line. So that's my thoughts on the Catch Surf Heritage 8.6 Noserider. I'm really happy with the board from the looks of it. I haven't ridden it yet. It looks like a great board. Can't wait to get it out in the surf.